80% of the room had their hands up. I then asked, how many of you are using your private accounts to go and do so? 60% of the room still had their hands up. 75% of people that are using AI for work are using their private accounts to do so. Why? Because they're not allowed to use these things by their corporate policies. Corporate security thinks we're protecting the company by not allowing this. What actually happens is people use the exact same data, put it into a free ChatGPT account, and exactly what security and privacy and legal are trying to protect is happening because on those free accounts, all the data is being trained on. That is what is happening right now. And change is actually accelerating. Lots of people are talking about how we're hitting the limit on training these models. Yes, okay, if you really want to be scientific from a computer science perspective, there is a particular part where there seems to be diminishing return, the actual training of the model. But when you look at what these models are capable of doing, when you look at how much of our tasks they can start to execute on to a degree that we would be comfortable with, to a degree that we would be happy with, it's actually accelerating. When you look at those metrics, so here this on the right-hand side, you're looking at, it's a graduate level Google Proof Q&A benchmark. Basically, it's how AI can solve different questions, and it scores based on how many questions it gets right. This is what that graph looks like at the moment. And so the capability of actually executing on human tasks of these models is getting dramatically better because we're finding other ways where we can improve these models, whether it's at inference or whether it's by building them into agents, a whole bunch of different ways that make them dramatically more performant. So on that point, basically degrees at this point really don't matter anymore. I know that they're not going to disappear tomorrow, but in the next 2-3 years or whatever degree you have, that's never going to be the thing that will get you a job. It is about, can you actually do the task that is right in front of you? And the other bit is that, luckily enough, AI in this case, when used well, really does amplify instead of replace. This whole Copilot ally type paradigm gives all of us superpowers, so long as you understand how to use it, which is why, as Natan was mentioning earlier, it is so important that we actually help people understand how to use it. Because if you don't know how to use it, then yes, you're in a situation where the job that you might be doing might indeed be automated. If you know how to use it, then it gives you those superpowers. Now, this presentation was built entirely using AI. I literally fed all of the content I've been writing for the last 2 years into ChatGPT, asked ChatGPT, what is the best thing that I can try and talk about? Give me a presentation outline. Did a bit of brainstorming with ChatGPT, fed that to Gamma. Gamma created all of the slides.